Paul begins the letter to the Galatians with this warning: I am astonished that you are so quickly deserting the one who called you to live in the grace of Messiah and are turning to a different gospel, which is really no gospel at all. Sadly, throughout the ages, the purity of the gospel has been hijacked by those who seek to use it for their own purposes, often related to obtaining or extending political power. In 1095, Pope Urban used the gospel to inaugurate the Crusades, to conquer various territories, to bring them under the rule of the church. In the 1490s, King Ferdinand of Spain used the gospel to unify Spain under the cross, utilizing the Inquisition to do so. In the 1930s, almost all Germans considered themselves to be Christians. The largest church in Germany was the German Evangelical Church. A movement developed in the 1920s called the German Christian Movement. They embraced many of the nationalistic and racist aspects of Nazi ideology. Once the Nazis came to power, this group sought the creation of a national church, the Reich Church, and supported a Nazified version of Christianity. Do these events sound familiar? This is what's happening today with the rise of the religious right. Beginning in the 1970s with the moral majority and continuing through various Christian political organizations, evangelical Christianity is now thoroughly engulfed by cultural political issues. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. My family was immersed in politics, but when I came to faith in 1969, I never heard faith and politics mixed together. No one was prophesying that a certain candidate was God's choice. More notably, I knew of several who left politics to go into the ministry, including me. Whatever happened to Jesus' statement to Pontius Pilate, my kingdom is not of this world, or render unto Caesar what is Caesar's and unto God what is God's? Suggesting that God prefers a certain party or candidate over another is blasphemy. Here's an interesting statistic. 85% of white evangelicals voted for Donald Trump, while 83% of black Protestants voted for Kamala Harris. Which group is closer to God? It reminds me of Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural address, where he commented about both sides of the Civil War. Quoting from him, both read the same Bible and pray to the same God, and each invokes his aid against the other. It may seem strange that any men should dare to ask a just God's assistance in wringing their bread from the sweat of other men's faces, but let us judge not that we not be judged. The prayers of both could not be answered. I believe voting is important. Christians can certainly be involved in politics, but please don't suggest or claim that you or another are God's person for the hour. Again, it's blasphemy. To learn more about politics and the gospel, please consider my new book on Amazon, How Politics Has Distorted the Gospel.